Hello? Is the music loud or is the volume good? How do we feel about it? Yo, I found a lo-fi Animal Crossing music playlist. That's so cool. These headphones also don't reach all the way across, so I think I need to get... Do they make a little extendy for Apple headphones? Because I'm a diehard Apple headphone earbud on stream user. I have a little mark for my glasses. Hello! Hello, everyone! Hello, everybody! I made them twinkling. Is it too aggressive? I also need to put like one strand going down this side, I think. Let's see if I can manage it without breaking it. Let's see. Because I think there's a little end to it on this side of the screen. Oh, I found him. So if I wanted to have a little hangy bit on this side, sure. And then we're gonna put a little plant in the corner, and we're gonna put a little shelf in the other corner, and it's gonna be good. The headphones are a little bit short, the wire, so I might have to get a little extendy guy for the Apple earbuds. I have other headphones here, but I don't like over-ear because they really hurt my head a lot. Over-ear headphones always give me the worst of headaches. I think what I need to do, this is more where I need to be sitting to be close to my headphones and towards the center of the desk. So, but now I need to like bring this guy over to this one. Okay, let's do that. We're gonna make this the coziest little corner ever. Apple headphones are better than every other headphone. I will die on that hill. We're gonna put you here and have you come down to there. That's better. And do we like the twinkle? Is it too much? Is it too fast? I don't think I can do anything about that. So if you say no, I'm sorry, it's gonna have to be that way. I think I need to get a little rug for under the chair too, so he doesn't slide around. That's better. And then we're gonna put a little plant and a little shelf with a little lamp. All right. And then I'm gonna have an arm for the mic soon. I actually wonder if you could plug your headphones into this mic. My Elgato one lets me do that, but this one might not let me do that. I'm gonna get a little extendy guy, and then we're good. We're good, and we have a cute little away setup, I think. We like the twinkle. I will leave the twinkle. I have water this time. I have music to jam out to. And I have questions to your answers. Wait, I have answers to your questions. Unless I just don't feel like answering them. In which case, we're gonna move on and not spam the same question over and over again, right? And then I need to go get the door at 10, apparently. There will be a delivery for me, which may be my arm for the microphone, I don't know. Joshua, thank you for subscribing for 14 months. And Zobear, thank you for gifting 5 subs. Appreciate you gifting so much, thank you, thank you. Majestic Seahawk, thank you for subscribing. Yo, it's Emo, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you, thank you. I will not be doing any vlogging because I am not a vlogging YouTuber. I get asked to do vlogs because I think people get excited about seeing other people in them less than they're excited about vlogging from me. But I don't do vlogging, never really have. I will do sitting on the floor type vloggings occasionally, but those pretty much will only be in my little home space where I have my comfy little sat on the carpet floor corner for filming like Q&As and stuff. But I have never been a vlogger. I don't go out with a camera like other vloggers. I don't do those. What is my sexuality? We're gonna do the command. We don't answer that question. We simply link to a video because it's more informational and educational that way. Here's my water. I just will never have the comfort and bravery to hold a camera up outside while walking and talk at it. I won't ever do it. Can't. One like sat on the floor vlog I will do when I'm back home is, it's huge. It's a huge bottle of water. I will do a makeup routine video. I do already have a bunch of those, if you didn't know that though, on my second channel. So if you're getting impatient waiting for my current one, you can watch any of my old ones. Honestly, they're all pretty much the same, and it will continue to be the same. I haven't really changed my makeup routine too much. But I will do one with my current makeup routine on my second channel. It is the biggest bottle of water ever. How do you feel about being shipped? I prefer not to be shipped romantically. I really never cared about it all that much until it ever became a problem. It's become a problem a couple of times in my life, so I prefer it not to happen. Platonic? Sure. Romantic? Perhaps not, please. Although I know it can be fun because sometimes it's fun to be flirty on stream. I especially love flirting with Scott. It's my favorite thing to do on stream. So I get it. It's hard to not want to romantically ship us together because he's my favorite to just be flirty with on stream. Oh boy. Is Shrub a furry? Asking the real questions here. No. She is, on all levels except physical, a wolf. I can't sit. I have to sit over here more. But now I'm like way more in the corner, which is okay. I could just keep moving this. There we go. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. How long in the UK? Till about the end of the month. About to the end of the month. Or beginning of the next month. Remember not to spam the same questions over and over and over again. If it's not answered, we're going to move on to a new one. We're going to ask a new question. We're going to continue the Q&A in that fashion. We're not going to get hung up on one question that we really demand to be answered if I don't want to. Where are you going to put your furniture when you leave? I don't understand that. It's going to stay here. This is... what about the cat? She's being watched by one of the absolute loveliest of ladies I've ever met, from a pet sitting website. She is being watched by a cat sitter. I'm supposed to get a picture of her today to see how she's doing, but she doesn't like talking to new people, doesn't like meeting new people very much, so she's still pretty shy around the cat sitter, even though the cat sitter's watched her for like 2 months in total now. She's still shy, so she doesn't come out for her too much, but she's gonna try and get a picture of Star today for me so I could see, but otherwise she's just kind of like hiding out. I have seen Encanto. Encanto is very nice. I really like the soundtrack, although I think what is my favorite soundtrack in any Disney movie ever, all time, is still reigning supreme, Moana. Moana ended up being one of my absolute #1 favorite Disney movies soundtrack-wise. Kimberly Anna, thank you for subscribing. Coven Jinx, thank you for the Prime. Thank you guys for subscribing. Dude, I'm gonna put on this playlist for music all the time. I never knew that there was Animal Crossing Lo-Fi, but this is awesome. It's so my vibe, and I really, really like it. Oxic, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. Thank you, thank you. My jumper's from H&M, from the men's section. They have better sweaters there. Better oversized sweaters. And no, I do not live in the UK now. I am going to be going back to my kitty. She is just being watched for the time being. I'm doing a lot of traveling lately. A lot of work traveling. So I'm gonna be all over the place. It's exciting. Sad that I do have to keep leaving my cat. I really hate leaving her so much, but I also can't bring her. Rat Birdie, thank you for gifting a sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. What's a calming game that you could play with friends? Stardew Valley or less calming Terraria in the same kind of vein of game. Really big fan of those two. If you really want calming though, Stardew Valley. With friends, you could have a little 4-person farm. I think that's a really good one for for friend gaming. Animal Crossing, of course. I have a TikTok that Scott has sent me full of cozy Steam games that are just like a good wholesome time. And I need to find that TikTok and download some of those games because those would be so fun to play on stream. Also, Stream has been asking me to play Unpacking. I don't think that's a group game to play with friends, but maybe that's like a fun, cozy, also supposedly sad game. When's the next MCC? I couldn't tell you. You're gonna have to go check the MCC Twitter. I can't tell you before the Twitter will tell you. I also don't know. Dude, I've been loving Terraria so much. It's become one of my top 10 favorite games. And don't ask me now what those are because I don't know yet which one has been bumped out of my top 10 to have Terraria replace it. But it's in my top 10 now. And I'll figure out who the other 10 are, or 9, another day. But I really like Terraria. I love fishing in Terraria. It's been so much fun. Unpacking is good. I want to play it for stream. Tomorrow or the next day, the boom arm for my microphone should come. And then I'll have all the desk space I need to mouse all the way across the mouse pad because I need I got a big wingspan when it comes to playing with the mouse. Need a lot of elbow room. No Among Us today, we're just doing chatting again today. Only chatting for the day. Can you play FNAF Security Breach? I haven't and don't plan to until the game's bugs are fixed. It's apparently pretty frustrating as a game player to get through it because it's a bit frustrating because it's broken a bit. So I'm waiting till the bugs are fixed. I don't really want to play it until then because I think it's going to be more of a pain in my butt than a good time. And I love the Five Nights at Freddy's games so much. I don't want it to be ruined by a broken one. Mercy Vid, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks for being subbed. Appreciate you being here. I do not have a P.O. box and I don't have any plans to have one. I just would feel too bad about people sending things to me. I wouldn't want ever anything more than letters, but I would feel bad if anyone sent anything more and I wouldn't be able to stop people from sending more. And also then I would have to I don't know where to put them all. I would never want to get rid of them and I just don't know where to keep them and I have so little space to keep things right now. I'm still working on getting a bit more storage space. I got a cabinet I'm waiting to buy for my house. If you ever wanted to write me a letter though, and in the meantime I have zero plans to have a P.O. box, but that would be the only thing I'd want to receive in it anyways, feel free to write it and tweet me a photo of it. If you really want to have a little letter written to me to say anything, that's always an option. Dis Renee, thank you for the Prime, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. Are you okay with people doing cosplays? Very much encouraged, as long as they're safe for work. Keep them PG. But absolutely, I would love to see, I love seeing people cosplay Shrub. I'd love to see someone do a cosplay, or even like a casual, whatever you find in your closet to make it work, kind of a cosplay for the Wolf Spirit Shrub. I have a cosplay of my own character Shrub, but I don't have one of her Wolf Spirit costume. Persona? I don't really know. What do we call it? This is why people think she's a furry. What I did tell someone, what I need to get if I'm gonna do another cosplay of Shrub, I need to get ladybug wings, like costume ladybug wings. That's the next step. And then I don't really have the clothing for, it's like a green-blue, the wolf spirit. I'd have to really work something out. It has just like a little cloak. Honestly, the person who originally did the art did the absolute most in creating such a cool look for my character. And then somebody made the skin and I was blown away. How much are ladybug wings? I don't know, I'm gonna have to go to Party City and find them. It's definitely a thing. They got little kid ladybug costumes. If you really wanted to do a full Shrub look, that's like the only thing I'd be missing from my own is her own wings because I have little overalls. I have little overall.
Greetings, friends. Let's play a game.
Let's not. No free clout. They don't get their advertisements played on this stream. What eyeliner do you use? That was crunchy. I usually was using Hank and Henry. It's like a good middle. So here are my three. Let's get back. Here are my three favorite eyeliners in 3 different price points. The expensive one that, in my opinion, I don't actually think is worth it because my other 2 options are just as good. Tom Ford. It's like a $50 eyeliner. It's really, really good if you ever wanted to splurge on one. Doesn't run, doesn't do a little like bleeding on your eyelid. 2 would be Hank and Henry, which is more middle point, like I think it's like $20, $15 to $20 or something. But then the one that I've been using lately, and honestly I have no reason to even spend any more money on an eyeliner beyond this one, is the NYX Super Skinny Marker, which is like $10. It does the job just as good as the other 2. So honestly, I don't even know why I'd go for the more expensive one. It's just not good enough that it would be warranted. But that's the one I use, is the NYX Super Skinny Marker. I think it is a good, look at that. I think it's pretty good. Any New Year's resolutions? The only one that I'm actively, you know what, I have a couple that I'm actively going to try and be mindful of. More of an attitude than like a resolution that I have to physically act on every day, like going to the gym. No. I'm going to try to care less what people think. That's damn hard. Haven't ever learned that one in my lifetime yet. Gonna figure it out soon, hopefully. Be less insecure about things I have no business being insecure about. Have a little bit more confidence in myself, a little bit more self-esteem. Those are really hard things to do. They all kind of go hand in hand. That's the only thing that I'm gonna try and do better this year. Hopefully will give me a little bit less anxiety. Hopefully will give me a little bit more boost in my own self-esteem and confidence. It's a hard things to have, and I'm gonna work on it. That's my only thing that I want to do better this year. Help more people as much as I can. Feel more confident in my career, although I'm very happy with where I am. Always have been, honestly. Never really asked for more. I am so happy with where I'm at. Would you make a story time video again? I just don't have a good enough story. I just don't have... We tell stories sometimes here on stream as I remember them, because sometimes most of my memory for anything past yesterday is black, just emptiness, and no, that's not true. I do forget most of my childhood, though. Most of that's just empty, and until something sparks a memory, I just don't have any stories that I can ever think of. This is giving Queer Eye vibes. I do love that show so much. I have cried at every episode. I've cried multiple times in one episode. It's such a good show. Do you think of changing your hair anytime soon? No. The next goal with my hair is growing it out long. I'm going to grow out the blonde that I've just had done. It's going to be so fun when it's long enough to put up in a pony. It's getting back to where it was. It's like shoulder length now. It's growing like a little bit slow, but this is fine. I can wait. I'm patient. I'm going to practice that more this year too. Patience. But I want to grow it long. It's almost long enough to put up in a pony, like up, without losing little bits of hair at the back of my head. I think it's back at the length it was before I did a haircut again. The last haircut I did, I think it's back to where it was. You're not wearing glasses. No, I'm not wearing glasses today. I actually can't find them. I was trying to find my little gold frame ones. I literally lost them. I have no idea. I thought I left them in this room. I have my prescription ones in the different room. I don't know where the gold ones went. I thought I left them here, but they're not in here. I don't know. Hardline Cone, thank you for the prime. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Your hair looks lovely as it is. I have a new attitude about my hair growing in process. What I've always hated about, I love chopping my hair off. I love it. It's such an impulse. I love doing it. I love doing it every time. I love chopping my hair short. I like having short hair, but I also really love having long hair, and it's actually now been a very long time since I've had long hair. Last time my hair was long was the last time I had dyed it black myself, which was an experience that I probably would do again, actually. It didn't go that wrong. But I always hate the growing out process. I hate the in-between length hair. I like having short hair. Even this length is still short, in my opinion. It's shoulder length. But I usually hate when it gets to like the weird in-between medium before it's considered long hair. But I think with my hair split like this, it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be fun having my hair half up and half down. It's gonna be fun as it gets longer. Maybe I learn how to do a braid or something. Then I get to mix the colors together. It's gonna make that whole growing out process a little more exciting for me. Because I hate it, and I can never get through it, and I end up cutting my hair again. I end up cutting it all off because I just can't wait all that time. Is her hair naturally straight or curly? It's actually curly. I decided to straighten it today because I have not been outside today. I haven't been going out too much. I didn't go out at all until I did my first test. Didn't go anywhere. The only times I went out, it was so like wet in the air that it made my hair all curly anyway, so I haven't been worrying about doing straightening. But since I've been in all day today, I decided to straighten it. But I do have naturally curly hair. Your hair would look gorgeous with bubble braids. What's a bubble braid? I don't know how to do a regular braid is the problem. Also, I'm so upset. Every time I travel, I get little breakouts. And this time I had a little cluster of breakouts right here. And I'm trying to just turn away from those. I don't know what a bubble braid is. I don't know how to do a regular braid. Are you the just killed a woman feeling good person? No, that would be Tommy, but I did say killed a man feeling good. That was that. That was me. That one was me. Maud, bring it in for a hug. That one was in fact me. I'm just killed a man feeling good. Dude, I'm vibing with this playlist. I'm keeping this forever. It's so good. Pigtails with multiple ties going down here. Ooh, pigtails are gonna be cute too. I just have so many more fun things to experiment with as my hair grows out. But normally I hate the growing out process and end up cutting my hair before I get too far into it. But this time I'm committed. I'm really committed. I've been cursed with naturally straight hair. I hate that I wish I had naturally straight hair, even still sometimes. It's so nice when it's just, I have no expectations. It's gonna do the same thing every day if it was straight. It's nice and soft. I can run my fingers through it. I can run a brush through it. But when you have curly hair and when I let my hair be curly, I can't run a brush through it. I can't usually run my fingers through it because they get caught and tangled. You can't brush curly hair. And it's just unpredictable every day. Although I love my curls. Life sounds so much easier with having straight hair, but then people who have straight hair have a hard time keeping a curl in it, which is the opposite struggle. It's like people who wish they have dry skin when they have oily skin. Me, people who have... Wait, what? People who have oily skin that wish they have dry skin, or people that have dry skin that wish they have oily skin. Because the grass is always greener on the other side, ain't it? But it isn't. Just water your own grass. I read that somewhere one time. Are you gonna give us a makeup tutorial? As soon as I'm home in LA, I do plan on doing one of those. But again, if you go to my second channel, youtube.com/ShelbyGraces, I've already done a bunch of them, and they're honestly all gonna be the same. I have not changed up my routine that much. Not that drastically. So if you want to check those out, if you haven't, big recommend my own channel. The grass is greener where you water it. Exactly. That's another thing for New Year's. That's another one of not comparing to other people. Not wishing I had what other people have, but being happy that I have what I have. Lots of just little mindfulness practices to better my day and my brain. Be a little bit happier up in here. That's what's the most important thing for all of us. Minecraft stream? Not today, but soon. Hopefully by tomorrow I can do one, because we got a tree to build. We got a tree to build and a horse to find in Empires. That's gonna be a fun behind the scenes stream, is building a big tree, like an oak tree, and finding a horse to make a new direwolf. Whoever made this did an awesome job. We go in behind the scenes mode. But then when we do a stream and we pretend that we all are gonna pretend we were not there for the behind the scenes. We're all gonna pretend we didn't see me build that tree. This lighting really does make my hair look black, doesn't it? The way that it blends into the actual black sweatshirt that I'm wearing. Are you gonna see while you're in the UK? While you are in the OK. Hopefully Ollie. I'm trying to convince him to come down to visit because I'm not going to be doing a trip up north this time. If any of us can let Ollie know, I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna text him. He better come down and visit. And then the usual group of boys, my friends. Me and Scott are gonna go shopping. Me and Rihanna are gonna go sweater shopping. I need to pick a good shopping day. Honestly, if the three of us went, that would be really fun to just have a little shopping day. You're leaving Mother Wolf? No, we're just finding another one. And we're not gonna take her with us. We're just finding one to communicate with. Just wait for the story. Just wait for the lore to drop. We're not getting rid of our Mother Wolf. We're just trying to we're gonna find a new one. That's why there's a lot of pre-spoilers when we do behind the scenes stuff, because you get to get a little peek ahead into the storyline I'm planning. Where'd you get your black and white vest? You know what? Most of the time I remember where I bought a piece of clothing because it's almost always the same place. I don't remember where I bought that one. When I'm back in LA, I'll check the tag, and if you ask me again on another stream, hopefully I see it, but I don't know. World's biggest water bottle for world's smallest girl. Ever thought about dyeing your hair in a natural color? I had pink hair, and I would do pink again. I'd also do orange, but I would do it in a natural, soft orange, rather than an unnatural one. But I did have pink hair for a little bit. I would do pink again, but I like the blonde and dark. I like the brown and blonde, believe it or not. This is brown. It just isn't looking like it right now. I disappear completely when I do that. That's what I was trying to figure out what bothered me about. I think I might need to lower the contrast. It's also just, I don't usually sit in a black chair, so it's never been a problem before. My hair disappears into it. So I kind of have to tuck it a little bit so I'm not just a face. Just a face in a cloak appearing head of hair. Is the stream lagging? It shouldn't be. It doesn't look like it is on my end. It might have a moment every once in a while, which, you know, who doesn't? It has like a little spike every once in a while, but for the most part, it is not lagging. The bitrate's good. Everything's all set to be how it should be. I'll try lowering the quality, like they said. We all have our moments. We all have our moments of needing to buffer for a minute. Needing to just stop and buffer for a second. Oh boy, how are you liking the UK so far? I really do like it, despite the fact that I can't go outside if I straighten my hair without having to just let it be ruined. Which has always been the problem almost anywhere I've lived anyway. New Jersey was like that. I'd always have a problem in the winter going outside if I straightened my hair. And back then I really hated not having my hair straight. But I do actually love when I go out and let my hair be curly. It's like especially curly here because the sea air. Little salt water's getting in there. It's honestly, the curls are thriving. I need to let them live for a stream. But they always end up just being so frizzy. So before I go live, I just go and flat iron it real quick. I really do like it though. You're living in the UK. No. I've been here twice and people think I moved. Absolutely not. I just moved into a new apartment in Los Angeles. I would not have abandoned it that fast. Any plans for baking stream? I don't have any plans for a cooking stream. I just keep going back and forth on that. I have just no ability to stream in my kitchen. I might do a little video. I might do some YouTube videos again for the second channel. But, why gotta monetize this? Why gotta make money on this that I'm trying to play on my stream? It's fine. We love it. We like to support. Yeah, we'll bring back Cooking Trouble. I just don't think I'll do it in a stream. I don't have a setup for streaming in my kitchen. I don't want to do that. I thought about it, and I keep going back and forth on it, because I could just, like, set up my phone to do a stream from and cook, but, you know, maybe. Maybe. I'm not going to say a hard no on it, actually. We're going to say a maybe. Would you ever consider living in the UK or another country? I haven't thought of any other country, but I've considered it for the last like 3 years. I kept going back and forth on it. I keep Googling every year around the same time. What would it take to move to the UK? I looked that up this year. I looked that up last year. I looked that up the year before. Because I think I would for like a year or so. Are you still thinking about doing the 24-hour stream? Everyone I told that I was thinking about doing that, every streamer, they were like, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not gonna, you're gonna feel like crap. It's not healthy. There's no way to do it healthy. Don't do it. So I think we're gonna do 12-hour stream. I think when I do the next subathon, it's gonna be a good maximum 12-hour, but it's gonna be like, you have to hit goals to make it to the full 12 hours. No sleeping stream. I think that that's kind of creepy. I don't want to be sleeping on stream. That's out of my comfort zone. As fun as it sounds to have a little sleepover together. No. But 12 hours is manageable. That we can do. Still kind of feel like a little bit of a sleepover, but then we're all gonna go to our respective beds and not be watching me sleep. And we'll just vibe out like we used to do. We used to do 12-hour streams all the time. So we'll do that again. I just don't know when. It'll be definitely when I'm back in LA in my normal setup. The unfortunate thing about this setup is the desk will have to be replaced so I can sit more comfortably at it because my legs don't fit underneath it. And that I don't want to do a 12-hour stream at a desk that's not comfortable. So we're going to wait to do that till I'm back in LA. Sing-along stream. Nope. First of all, I don't want to get DMCA'd. Second of all, no. Just a simple no. No sleepover. We're gonna do the hanging out and talking late night chat all the way up until the we would be going to bed part of the sleepover, and then we all go to bed. And then we wake up and I go live the next day. Actually, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably skip the next day, whichever day it would be. I don't know what day it'll be, though. Do you play Animal Crossing? I haven't been. I can't get myself back into it anymore. I don't know. I don't know. I could be convinced to do it. If I can get my, if I could get my Switch to stream properly again for my setup, I would consider it. I'd maybe. PJ party. Oh, we're gonna do pajama party. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Or like, I'll just put on one of my onesies and do a little onesie party. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Do a little onesie part. That's what my birthday was a onesie party. The people thought it was a sleepover and I thought that was hilarious. PJ party! We'll have breakfast foods. Actually, I'll probably go off stream to eat, but we can all have breakfast foods. Everyone get a bowl of cereal. These are the requirements for joining the stream as a chat. Must be in PJs or onesie. Must have a bowl of cereal. That's it. We can do face masks and paint nails. I would love that. Who tweeted at Ollie to tell him? Actually, that happened before the stream. Ollie says I'm in to doing more streams together. Now I just need to get him to come down south to visit while I'm here. Comfy stream. It would be optimal comfy vibes for us all to be in PJs. That would be so much fun. I have like little PJ sets too that I thought were... H! H-bomb! Welcome everybody, thank you for raiding. Hey! Hey! I'm in an away setup right now. I'm not home at the moment, but I'll be back soon. Welcome everyone! Welcome to the away Shubble setup stream. We're working on the vibes. We got some twinkling fairy lights. Tell me if it's too distracting. I can change the twinkle level. Gonna put a little plant here. Here's where the plant's gonna go. Put a little shelf here to put a little lamp on. And it's gonna be a good away setup. And then we'll have my home set up where I can bring my cat on stream. Welcome, dudes! H, how's it going? What were you guys up to? We're talking about how I mentioned that I was thinking about doing a 24-hour stream and then everyone told me not to do it. So I'm making plans for a 12-hour stream. Don't know when yet, but we're going to have it be a PJ stream. And we're going to pretend like we're leading up to a sleepover together, but then the stream's going to end and we're all going to go to bed. But we're going to wear PJs and we're going to eat cereal on stream. And we're going to play cozy games for the whole day, 12 hours. Maybe that's a good time to bring Animal Crossing back into my life. Maybe bring Stardew Valley back into my life. Maybe play some Terraria. Maybe. And then other just cozy things. And then we'll have a good time. I don't know when yet. I'm thinking maybe the end of February. Maybe March. I just don't know when my travel plans are happening. I know France is happening in March, but I will at least be able to do my stream by then. And I'm going back to LA at the beginning of February. Maybe then. I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Oh, we can have hot chocolate. I'm gonna have coffee though. I'm having coffee. How's Star-Lord? She's doing good. She's being very well taken care of by my cat sitter and is having a great time while I'm gone. That might not be true, but she's doing okay. She's doing what she does when I'm there, which is sleeping and hanging out in the closet. When are you planning to play in Empires? Hopefully tomorrow. I'm hoping by tomorrow we can do an Empire stream and build my tree. I really don't think it's gonna take too long. The horse might take the longest. I might even try not to fly home because I wanted to get shroom lights for it. I might try to pop into the nether and see where I'm at in the nether so that I don't have to fly all the way home. But we're gonna build a tree in Empires next and get a horse so that the next time we stream Empires, we have a moment of stumbling upon the tree that we built and we pretend that it's natural. Because that's role play, baby. That's how we do it in this business. I have a big water bottle. I'm staying hydrated. I'm supposed to have a package delivered about now. So I have to pay attention to when I hear the door because I'm hoping it's my mic arm. The water bottle is almost bigger than me. It's massive. I'm all excited about this 12-hour stream now. Yeah, everyone bring your teddies, wear your favorite PJs, get a blanket, get a nice hot drink. Whether it be hot chocolate, tea, coffee. This is so exciting now. I'm gonna wear my cat onesie. That's my favorite one. Stay hydrated, stay in school. If it's meant for you. I'm a dropout. Are you back on the laptop? No, luckily I had made an arrangement to have like my own room to stream from whenever I come here. And have a little computer set up and don't have to do it off my laptop because that was a bit of a nightmare. And I don't have to be sat at a dresser or somebody's dining room table. It's all my own. Your kitten, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we'll be back to the usual setup early February, like 3rd, 4th of February is when I'm gonna be going home. But, I'm doing a lot of traveling and a lot will be around the area of Europe. So if I want to keep up with my stream schedule, I have somewhere to come back to always in the UK to stream from, which is nice. But that's all. I won't be able to stream from France, but France is just like a little hop, skip, and a jump away. Could pop on over, pop in a stream, and then go home. I am really trying to make an attempt at living my life between two places for a little, for right now. Not forever. I did not say when the 12-hour stream would be. I don't know yet when, but I will keep you up to date. I'm just doing a lot of traveling for work right now, which is really, really awesome, but really, really hard to work around when you're a streamer full-time normally. Makes it really difficult to stick to a schedule pretty on the nose. I streamed yesterday, which is not usually on my schedule, but I missed a few days because I was traveling. But the show must go on, and I must find a way to carry on working. And I have my good old Sony Vegas to edit on here. I'm gonna hopefully edit the next day that I don't stream, whether it be part of my schedule or not. I'm going to edit Risk with Lauren and Joey and them, so I have another video going up soon, hopefully. And then the next video after that will be after we've finally gotten to do our Empire stream. And then we'll have our next Empires video, which is exciting. Gonna do my best. It's not gonna be perfectly along with my schedule when I'm ever traveling, but I'm gonna do the most that I can while I'm away. And then do the most ever when I'm back home. I'm excited to edit. I'm gonna edit the round that I won. I'm only gonna do one round, I think, of each session of Risk that we played, because we played with Wilbur and Tommy and Sneak, and I already uploaded that video, which is super funny. You should go watch it. And I'm gonna only edit that round and not the other one. And I'm gonna edit the round that I won against Joey and Lauren and Megan. That was so much fun. I want to play Risk again. I want to do another Risk session. I want to do another Phasmo session. Maybe. Let me poke the boys. Let me do a little poke to the Phasmo group real quick. Let's see. Where is that group at? This one. I always get confused by it because Tommy's in it, but he doesn't play it with us. But he's in the group because he must be involved. Let's see. Just gonna send a little cheeky DM to the Phasmo group and poke them. Maybe we'll get some Risk in this month. That'd be fun. We're gonna get Empires in. We're gonna get more soft crust vibing out streams. I'm gonna start gaming hopefully tomorrow. We're waiting for the mic arm so that I can have like a good proper setup, and then honestly hopefully can get a desk soon after that. I don't want to make things super complicated, but this one's a little bit difficult to sit at. But the show must go on. They have been poked. India, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your Prime. Fave game right now. Terraria. Literally, I've been having just the absolute most fun playing that game. Also, sorry, Lavender, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Your kitten, thank you for subscribing. I don't know if I read that one before, but thank you for the year of being here. He's in the group because the original group playing. Here's a fun fact. The original group meant to play Phasmophobia was me, Wilbur, Tommy, and Scott. But Tommy backed out. I think he originally was a little bit scared to play, but then he also just wasn't available that day. So then we added in Jack, but Tommy didn't want to leave. And he's just been in the group ever since, and like just likes to know when we're playing Phasmophobia. And we'll always jump in the call every once in a while, and also chime in our messages when we're trying to figure out a date, just to say hey. And I think that's amazing and hilarious. What a lad. What a guy. Do you miss MCC? Honestly, no, because it's convenient that I don't have to think about where I'm gonna be for when MCC happens. Because MCC and my last France trip were real back to back, and I almost had to miss it, so that was alarming. It's a nice break, but I am very excited for it to come back. I just hope I'm not in France. Hope they plan it the week after France, so I can actually go see the Eiffel Tower, or anything at all, actually. Is the chair big or the room small? Neither. It's me. I'm small. The chair is actually not that big. It's kind of tall, I guess, but I think it's just me. I think it's actually me. It's me. I'm the problem. It's just me. Only me. Any games with children such soon? I can't do any games until this boom arm comes. Then I'm willing to poke my friends about joining in Among Us lobbies again and all that. The only issue while I'm here is that I have to wait until like 8-9 p.m. to stream noon 1 p.m. PST, which is like when I normally go live, But the Among Us groups stream evening PST, like 4 p.m., 5 p.m., and that would be too late here. So I think actually for the most part, unless they do an early day, which I'll ask Chill to see if he's like even, maybe we can set something up specifically for me, him, and anyone that wants to do an early Among Us session together. I'm sure he'd be open to that for sure. Then we can arrange one that starts at 8 p.m. while I'm here. I'm gonna hit him up about that, because I do want to be able to play Among Us while I'm here, but I only just now realized that the time zones don't work out unless I have him help me put together a lobby just for playing an early session. I'm sure we can get people to do that. I'm sure Tay would be open to doing that. I'm sure Cheesy would be open. We got people who would be willing to play an early lobby. Maybe we bring in new friends who play early streams. How'd you meet all your online friends? So many different ways. So many from Among Us, so many from MCC, so many from RuneScape before I even ever played Minecraft. I have to have 2 hands on this to drink it.
Get out of
here, Taco Bell!
Now with contactless delivery.
Contactless delivery, Taco Bell? Ask again, is it the chair that's big? Or is the room too small? Or is it me who's too small? What if I told you this was a regular sized water bottle? It's literally so huge. It's just me. I'm the problem. What content do you hope to make in the future? I'm making a new approach to my YouTube content. I'm not going to just pump out a video every time I do a stream and make a video out of it. Like every Among Us session, I usually would make 3 or 4 videos from. I want to really feel like every video I'm super excited about and passionate about, and I'm going to have to get an editor. But right now it's me doing the editing, and I was so excited about uploading the Risk video. I'm so excited to edit the next one. I loved the I loved the Phasmophobia video, and I loved the 5 Nights at Freddy's video. I want each one to be like exceptionally special. More time put into one rather than leaving whole rounds of Among Us. I want to cut down only the absolute best. I've gotten back into editing things the way that I used to, where I cut loads out, but I think that it makes the sort of pace of the videos, I prefer it. And I made this decision about my own content. Just gonna put this here because it's easier to sit this way. I was editing one of my own videos that was like more of a long-winded, like just a bunch of rounds of something, and I was watching it back over, and I literally tabbed out of my own video because I was bored. And I don't want to upload videos that I feel like that. Even if you guys, I'm sure you love all of the videos I ever upload. You love the Among Us ones. But I want it to be what somebody described it as, is you can do the heartbeat method of just pumping stuff out all the time, which is fine because it's more content and more moments you get to experience of people and their friends having a good time, which is what we're all here watching streams for in the first place. Or you treat it more like a bookshelf where you put just more of like your absolute favorite moments, but the streams are still happening, so you get all of it at once, and I get to be excited about each video. And I can, if someone came to my channel and picked one video at random from this next year, I want to be 100% confident about each one of them and not think one's weaker than the other, one's a little bit more boring than the other. I want to be excited about all of them, and I want to cut a bunch of stuff so it's good pacing. I want to do little captions that bounce up into the screen. Those are fun to do. I really like the Risk video I just edited. I'm really excited to do more videos like that. And I'm excited to think about how I want to make my stream plans with that in mind. So I want to have a bunch of exciting things to do on stream that then give me something exciting to edit into a really cool, fast-paced, hilarious video with me and my friends. And then I'm going to edit, I'm going to upload more on my second channel. I'm going to do more sit down on my floor kind of ranty Q&As. I want to do one that's answering questions about asexuality again. I want to do another one about my makeup routine. I'll eventually do one about my skin routine when that's sorted. Hopefully that's sometime soon. I'm very excited about this next year. I feel like I wasn't myself with how I was making content and just how I was living my life day to day, and I was good at pretending like things were all good for like the last 3 years. And I feel like I'm finally getting back to where I'm like back on track something got me off track a long time ago, and I didn't think that I was still off track. I was still convinced I was back on track, but now I really feel excited about the future, and that's a hard thing for me personally to be excited about. That's one thing I've always had a big fear of since I was a little baby boy, little baby kid. The future used to be my absolute biggest fear to even think about because it was so unknown. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Dragons Gaming, thank you for the 16 months. Did I say that? Did I say that before? Thank you for subscribing. The water bottle's bigger than my head. It's bigger than my head. It's 2 times bigger than my head. I'm excited for this new year. I think it's gonna be a good one, I think it's gonna be a good one. Good vibes only. I'll leave the bad vibes at home. Because we also understand positivity can't be 100% of the time. Why am I hiccuping? Rutabaga, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, I like your name, it's fun. When Shelby is happy, we are happy. It's crazy how you can, you know, those of us that know how to do it can be good at masking the problems that they have in their life so that people don't know that they're not as happy as they can seem. But then you can trick yourself for a while, and if you don't check in, you might not realize you're not really where you want to be, and that's really important. Check in with yourself. Put bad vibes in the freezer and never take them out. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put them in the freezer. Do you plan on traveling anywhere in the future if COVID doesn't ruin it? I have plans to go to France next month. I think I'm going to the East Coast also next month. No, not next month. East Coast next month, France in March. I forgot what month I'm in. Literally forgot. Can't really put my finger on it, but it seems like you have your old smile back. Well, that just went and made me get teary. Thank you. Shoot! Shoot! I'm such a baby! I cry so easy! Shoot! Thank you! Oh, man. Don't let anyone suck your happiness away from you. And don't wait 3 years to realize that it's been gone. I'm not crying, you're crying. There actually are oh Jesus, I look like I've been crying. There are very few times I've ever cried on stream, which I'm surprised by because I am someone who cries super easily. I think less so when I'm on the spot though. I can hold it together a lot better, but I am a really easy crier. I cry so easily at commercials and TV shows. Whew. I did lose a little piece of myself in a big moment that was a big sad for me a few years ago, and I think, and it's okay that it took this long, and it's okay that I didn't even realize it at first for a long time that it was missing, but it does feel like I'm finding it again, that little bit of me that I lost in an emotional time in my life a few years back. Chappy, no! Thank you for gifting 10 subs. I'm not trying to get sympathy subs. Thank you so much for gifting subs. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you also on behalf of everyone in the chat that have got a sub. I'm excited for you guys. I gotta go commission the new badge. Now I have an eyelash in my eye. Now I'm dying. Now I'm gonna go blind. Oh no. Oh god, I'm getting stabbed. And thank you for subscribing, Chappy No, for 2 months. Appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you, dudes. Thank you, thank you. You know what is my favorite part about stream? I actually do have something stabbing me in the eye. I put eyelashes on. Not that you can even see them. I put on eyelashes today and they're poking me now. I always love getting to, you know, we as streamers, we're putting a lot of our lives online, but also more of our lives are offline. But I love when I get to experience my life and I can share the wisdoms without getting, I literally can't get this thing out of my eye, without getting too involved in sharing personal and private details, which you guys are always super respectful about not pushing for. But I get to stop giving me advertisements.
That was done by a top freelancer.
I'm still getting stabbed in the eye. I get to share what I've learned, and I get to help people grow and hopefully not make different mistakes that maybe I wouldn't have made as a 28-year-old lady if I had known better as a little younger person. I actually just reminded myself of a post that I read on Tumblr that I've really wanted to just read because it's kind of a really accurate thing. And I want to help more people live truer and happier as soon as they possibly can. Because why would you not want to have a good mental health and good feeling about yourself as soon as possible? I didn't learn it till now. And I'm 28. So I'd love to try and help you get there a little bit sooner than I did. There's something I read online, though, that I thought felt really, really true. I'm suffering. Hold on. Alexander, thank you for the Prime. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna rip the eyelash off, I swear to God. You can't even tell that I have them on. Okay. It's a screenshot of a tweet, which is just how Tumblr be sometimes. Man, I gotta go into the bathroom and fix my eyeball after. I don't know what's in there. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna be right back. You guys keep vibing out. I literally stabbed myself in the eye. Whee! How do I mute the microphone? I don't have a little tappy guy like I do on my other microphone. Here it is. Did the playlist change? Oh geez, I don't know if this one's safe for Twitch. The other one says Twitch safe. All right, let me get back into my chair. I fixed it. I'm not being stabbed in the eye anymore. I am rolling away though in this chair. I'm back. All right. I think my eyeball's fixed. I couldn't see anything in it, but I just rubbed it really hard until it didn't hurt anymore. And something still feels wonky about the eyelash that's on, but you know what? The show must go on. Oh, man. Well, I just exist to suffer now. I might pull the eyelash off. That might just fix the problem. All right. The post I was going to read. It's directed at queer people specifically, but I think this can apply to anybody though. So ever had like any kind of a... it could apply to anybody that it applies to. But I thought it was a very true tweet that is a screenshot on a Tumblr post. Queer people don't grow up as ourselves. We grow up playing a version of ourselves that sacrifices authenticity to minimize humiliation and prejudice. Or I think that just people also will sacrifice authenticity for lots of reasons, mental health reasons. So it could apply there too. But the massive task of our adult lives is to unpack which parts of ourselves are truly us and which parts we've created to protect ourselves. Me being the adult doing that now would like to help younger people do it sooner so they don't have to struggle as hard doing it later. My eyes are not saved. I'm gonna rip these off in moments. I'm just hoping it goes away on its own. One can only hope. Who's telling a story? What is this story about? Where are you in my eyeball? My poor eyeball. I exist to suffer. I need advice on YouTube and growing a channel. I always give the same advice, but it's been a while since I've given this advice, so I'm gonna give the same one that I always do anyways, again. You were writing a story one word at a time. I always tell people, first of all, why do you want to be a YouTuber? Why do you want to make videos or streams? It applies to people who want to be streamers too. Why do you want to be a YouTuber and a streamer? What is the kind of like thing that you want to share? I do gaming, obviously, but I also do lifestyle stuff. I do advice stuff, and I love being able to help people and share those moments that also bring smiles to people's faces. What is the thing that you want to do it for? What makes you passionate about doing it? And just hold on to that because there's no guarantee it will take off for your career. I hope that if it's something you're truly passionate about, I hope that it does. I hope you find success in it, but as long as it's something you're passionate about, you will never lose. You will always find happiness in doing it, even though there is no guarantee where it could lead you. There's no guarantee you can make money doing it. But for everyone truly passionate about it, I hope you do. Hope you find success. Some people just want to do it because they want to be a YouTuber, and I think you need to find a more substantial reason to keep you going for when it doesn't maybe work out right away the way that you want it to. Or even when it does, I hope that you found something that you're passionate about why you're doing it, not just for numbers and being famous to be a streamer because it looks awesome. Have you ever been told you could be a therapist? If you haven't, well, you would make a great therapist. That is my plan for higher level adult Shelby. My goal in my life right now, I'm going to continue to create for as long as I possibly can, but I'm going to do a little evaluation of where I'm at 35. If I feel like at that time where I'm at, I'm ready to walk away from the space of entertainment as a whole, because I don't have to be a streamer or a YouTuber. I can work in the space in other ways, but if I decide to leave it as a whole, I want to go back to school. I want to be a therapist. Literally, that's the thing that I want to do. Because I like being able to help people. I'd like to have an education to be able to do it better. But that's my goal for at 30. And that just shows you that you can make life changes and have a plan for your future at any point in your life. Even though I'm already an adult, I have a plan to go back to school later in my life, somewhere between the age of 35 and 40, to get a degree so that when I'm in my 50s, I can be a therapist. That's my plan for older me. Plan for me now, gonna keep streaming and doing YouTube videos and creating and more of the other projects that I've gotten to work on that I cannot tell you about yet. I'd like to do more of those too. The thing I did in Paris, I'd love to do more of, and I will get to tell you about it in March, but only in March. Imagine going in for therapy and seeing Shelby. Oh boy. Why does your Twitch name say YouTube even though this is a Twitch? Because I started as a YouTuber. I was on YouTube first, and when I went to make my Twitch account, someone took Shubble. And I think that I can ask for that name back. Or not back, but in the first place. I think I'm allowed to ask for it, but I just made the account with YT because I was first and foremost a YouTuber. I'd need therapy if I walked into therapy and saw Shelby. You need a second therapist. if your first therapist was me. I'm rolling too far away from where my headphones are plugged in. I speak Spanish and English. I don't know what language to use for my content. Any opinions? That's a very exciting thing to have the option of. I think I as much as I said I don't think I'm capable of learning any language at all, except maybe sign language, American Sign Language, if I really wanted to give that a try. I kind of want to go back and brush up on Spanish and see if I can even at least minimally know how to speak a little bit of it, because I did take it for 8 years. I think it's so cool when you can speak 2 languages. You have the option of both, where you can even create content in English and subtitle yourself in Spanish accurately so that you can have advantage of both audiences, because I think being able to have Spanish speakers watch your videos opens up to a whole new audience that I don't have access to. I can't offer my content to people who speak other languages. But also, if you just create your content specifically in Spanish, you will have access to entirely a Spanish audience that can be quite large. And maybe the world of Spanish-speaking YouTubers is probably, I wouldn't know 100%, but I would assume is smaller than the space of English-speaking creators. So you might even find more success in doing it in Spanish, but you always have the option to subtitle your own videos accurately, because sometimes subtitles in other languages are not accurate. That would be up to you. James, thank you for gifting a sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks for gifting. It is smaller, but it's getting big. I don't know, I would just be willing to say I bet Spanish-speaking creators could be the second most large of creators after English. That's probably not even true, honestly, but it's a whole different audience you're gonna be tapping into with different languages. And so many countries that want to watch content, and there's so much room for good content in these languages where there's plenty of people doing it in English already, where you shouldn't look at content as a competition with other people, especially the people in your own community and your own friends. But there's a lot more opportunity to be seen among the others if you do it in Spanish, because there's not quite as many other people all trying to do the same or similar or put their own personality out there to gain an audience with. But I kind of want to like see if I can even learn the basics of Spanish all over again. I took it for 8 years. It should be at least possible for me to go back and learn how to say the basic stuff. As a Spanish-speaking person, it's very difficult to watch content creators stick, but there is some really good creators. I think there's a lot of opportunity there. And you always have the option of doing both. You could always do a series in Spanish and a series in English, and you could always subtitle the English one in Spanish. I don't know what would be better specifically, maybe for growth, picking one or the other or not. I wouldn't know there. That might be a thing you have to trial and error. But how old were you when you started learning Spanish? I was required to take Spanish by 4th grade. That is American school system, 4th grade. And I took it till 8th grade and then all through high school until I graduated. And I retained none of it because I think my brain is missing a little part that it needs to be able to keep a language other than English in it. I do truly believe my brain is incapable, kind of like how some people have a hard time with certain other subjects because the brain just doesn't work the same as other people. I think mine's not capable of languages, but I'm going to try and learn Spanish again because I did take it for 8 years and learned nothing because I just can't do it. My brain can't figure out translating in its own head or comprehend knowing 2 languages even at all. But that's where I thought maybe American Sign Language is possible for me, because at least that's a language with my hands that my brain doesn't have to have 2 words for. It would be motion instead, and maybe that I would have an easier time learning. I kind of want to try that too. I think that'd be cool. At least to try to learn. You want to know what else I'm going to learn? I just remembered that I brought this down. Say hello to my new banjo Lele. I really want to learn how to play. and it is played like a ukulele. It just sounds... It actually sounds a little bit like a ukulele too. It's just a little bit of a different sounding ukulele. Obviously doesn't look like a ukulele, is a banjo, but a littler banjo. I haven't learned anything yet except for 4 chords, which I'm gonna do a little test to see if I remember them actually. This one's C. This, I don't actually remember which ones are called what. This is G, I think. Wait, I have to clip my nails. That's G, C, A, and I forgot the name of this one. I don't even actually know that was one of the ones I learned. I'm gonna learn a song. Shubble music era. It really do be Shubble music era. Isn't this so cool? I just think it looks sick. Look at that. And I have a ukulele, and I can learn any song on either instrument and can translate back to each one. So anything I learn on the ukulele, I will then be able to pick this up and play on here. Anything I learn on here, I can pick up and play on the ukulele because they are the same 4 strings. It's just the instrument itself. The body is a different instrument, clearly. You look like a banjolele person. Thank you? That's the best compliment you could have given me. I don't know anything yet, though, other than 4 chords. But you know what? That's more than I've ever been able to learn on an instrument any other time that I've tried to learn one. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited to learn it. And then I'm going to sing Rats. I'm real pumped about it. I have 2 ukuleles now and a banjolele. So I'm really foreseeing a commitment to learning how to play these instruments. Luckily, they're all the same instruments, so I only have to learn one thing. But I'm excited to learn. I gotta just pick a song that's a really simple one to start with, learn it, and then get really good at that one song, and then just pick one song at a time, learn it, get really good at it, play it over and over again. That's the only way I know how to do things, and that's what I always tell people when they ask me how to get good at something. Like, well, I'm not usually good at things, but people ask me how to get good at makeup and stuff, and I just tell them do it over and over and over again, and that's how you're gonna get good. Hey, appreciate the compliment, but we want to keep them a little less creepy than that. If you don't mind, thank you. I'm really excited. Dude, this next year era of Shubble is, first of all, 2-color hair. Who is she? Having a real confident moment. Let me turn the music back on. Gonna learn an instrument. Traveling all over the place. Doing work and business things. That sounds lame when you put it that way. Working all over different countries. Flying all over Europe for work. Just when you think you've hit your prime already because you're 28 and on your way out. That is a joke. I'm joking. Oh boy. She's a businesswoman. Oh boy. She's gaslighting, gatekeeping, and girl bossing. I don't want to be gaslighting. I want to be girl bossing. I'm still suffering. My eye is in so much pain. I don't know what's in there. I don't even remember what I did. Oh, I cried. It's just tears. Just tears are in there. I think 32 is supposed to be prime. 30s? I think 30s is what people say is should be your prime. That's when you feel like the most confident and sure of yourself. You stop having all these insecurities that your 20s and teens gave you. Because it's a lie when they tell you 20s is supposed to be like your prime, your peak time in your life. It isn't. Also, neither is 30s if you don't want it to be. You can continue to be in your prime as long as you're happy about what your future holds at whatever age you're at. So, suck it. I don't know, I'm sorry. But also, everyone says that 30s are better than 20s because 20s is full of anxiety and just self-esteem issues, and those don't go away at 20. But they might go away at 30, so that's got me going. It's keeping me going. Banjolele girl boss. That's me! I'm gonna have long hair. It's gonna be curly and blonde. I'm gonna have a whole folk moment because I'm gonna learn the banjolele. 30s is stability and rising up. I just can only hope my 30s is stability because I'm a streamer, so that's really... I'm already... It's not looking good. for stability when your job is to stream. How are you enjoying the UK? Keep hoping to bump into you around, but I haven't yet. I haven't been around. I've been staying inside for the most part. I've been in all day. I'll start going out soon, and then maybe you'll bump into me. If you got blonde curly hair and played the banjolele, you would look like a goddess. That's the goal. I'm growing my hair long. My hair is naturally curly. I'm gonna, when all of this bleach grows out, once it's long, bleach the whole thing. A nice single session of bleach just to get to this level without any damage. One session of a few hours, not 5 like the last time. Then we let her be curly, and then I'm living my best life with long curly blonde hair, playing the banjolele in France. Who is this? Who is this? What's your natural hair color? Dark brown. Really, really dark brown. This is my natural color. I did get it dyed over though, actually, so this is dyed. But it is my natural color. I just had it dyed to cover the grays. I have so many white hairs. Catch me at the Eiffel Tower playing on my banjolele, being blonde and a curly queen. I hope. I don't actually know that I'll be going back again after March happens, because that's the end of the whole thing that I was doing. I literally am still suffering. What a vibe. We love her thriving. I'm trying. Haven't felt like I was thriving for a long time. Haven't, but do now. I don't think pulling the lashes off is gonna help. I don't think that's the problem, but I'm about to do it if I keep, but then it's just gonna keep hurting me. I am literally still suffering is my new favorite quote. I exist only to suffer. This music is the best vibe. So banjolele is a combination of a banjo and a ukulele. I've never seen one. I don't know where this instrument came from. That I had never heard of it before, and then I heard about it, and I lost my mind over the fact that it's a thing. It's basically, yeah, it's basically a banjo, but smaller with like ukulele strings. It's played like a ukulele, so like all of the chords and everything are the same across banjolele and ukulele, but has the body of a little banjo. So the sound's a bit different. Still kind of sounds like a ukulele, but with like a little bit of a twang in it or something. Anxious Bubbles bringing in for a hug. Thank you so much. Empire stream tomorrow? I cannot guarantee it, but I'm gonna try. We're waiting for a mic arm before I can play any games. Shelby playing her banjo and eating macaroons on the top of the Eiffel Tower. I'm gonna get a beret. Tell me that wouldn't be awesome. Little blonde me wearing, I kind of wish I was already blonde. Now that I've done the half, I kind of want to do all of it, but that's going to be a nightmare to ask anybody to figure out how to do. I don't think I want to do that to them. I think I want to let it grow out, and then I'm going to get it blonde, but not from the root, so I can have it kind of grow naturally in for a long period of time. Because I don't want to do the thing where I keep touching up my roots again. That I definitely don't want to do. But we're going to get real close to the root and have a little shadow root that can blend nicely with my natural hair. Grow that out over a long period of time. Probably chop it at some point because I will always go back to short hair. That's just it's a vicious cycle. I'm going to try and have long hair for a while this time. I need a beret. Where do I go buy a beret? Do I have to buy it in France? Does only France sell berets? Dude. We've seen blonde Shelby. We've seen blonde Shelby plenty of times, but never really. We had some curly blonde Shelby moments because my hair is naturally curly, and I did let some of the curl out while I was blonde for a little bit, but there was so much damage that it wasn't good healthy curls. It was kind of more frizzy than anything. I'm looking it up on my phone. Mostly anytime I was blonde, my hair was straightened. I also had it permanently straightened for a little while. So it would just air dry straight. That was awesome, but also I wouldn't do it again. I'd rather do the straightening for the times I'm gonna have straight hair. But I did let it be curly the first time I was all blonde, because I did that twice. I've done a lot to my hair. Never did 2 things at once, though. This is exciting for me. I never got to see my healthy curls long. This is the closest we got. And that's like really fried, damaged curls. I don't know how to make it focus. That had a dark root. That's what I want to do, is dark root that I can grow in. And also it's probably the level of blonde I would have. We're gonna go back, but then healthy, like actual curls. That's exciting to me, to get to have that with long hair. We're also gonna get to see it dark first before I bleach the whole thing, because I'm gonna let it grow fully out, be long and dark and curly, and then bleach it. I'm excited. It's gonna be a long wait though, like a long time. Probably a full year of growing. I don't know how long this will take to grow all the way out of my hair from the bottom. Or by the time it gets way down here, I do a trim. It's gonna look weird when it's really down here. I'll probably dye it dark by then to blend it into the natural dark. Oh man. I am having the worst time with my little eye. Whew, Rapunzel energy. With a banjo though. Hair's so weird, it do be growing. It do? You're not wrong. That pic was from that was 5 years ago? Jesus Christ. Me 5 years ago. Kind of have the same face? But I do my makeup a bit different. I think better now. I was doing freckles though. I was doing freckles then. My eyeliner game is stronger now. Eyebrow game, always been strong. Them's the Italian brows. 2017 was 5 years ago. Ew. 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 5 years. I haven't seen your hair long in like 2 years. I don't think I've had, my hair hasn't been long. I think less time than that. Where's the last big haircut I did when I cut my hair really short, like up to my ear? That was right after I dyed it black. Last time I had my hair really long. And like when I say long, it was really only to here. I haven't really ever had hair longer than that. Not by much, at least. That was in 2020. What? Holy crap. After I dyed my own hair black, I got it cut, and then I cut it again, and then I cut it to my ear, and then I grew it out till about here, and then I cut it to chin again, and now we're here. I have impulse problems. Wow. Emmers, welcome everybody. Thank you for the raid. We're just chatting, vibing out to some lo-fi Animal Crossing. Well, everybody, thank you for joining. How we all doing? 2020 was 2 years ago. We're all having an existential crisis. I hope you're game for that. I hope you're ready for that. We're having an existential crisis about the fact that 2020 was 2 years ago and 2017 was 5 years ago, and that's about it. I'm 28, and that's a whole other thing that I have to go deal with. Oh man, time isn't real, it's an illusion. You're not, this is a fair thing to say. Time is a social construct. My hair's become very yellow under here. I do see why they might have wanted me to use purple shampoo. I didn't, and I won't. It's still not a bad, it's like a perfect level of blonde that I'm very happy with. But if I put a bunch of purple shampoo in it, it might come out whitish, like lighter, silvery. I just don't want to have to buy it, and then I'm not going to end up using it. I will use it when I go blonde, actually. I might as well buy it now and then save it for when I go full blonde, actually. What will purple shampoo do to my brown hair? Nothing, right? It's just nothing's going to happen. That's cool. I think it does go nice with my skin tone. It's a nice, I didn't want it lighter because it would have been more damage that I just didn't want to have to deal with. How do I make this separate? It's pretty good. It looks a little bit more yellow on stream than it does in person, actually. It's not quite. I was so impressed with how light they got me in one sitting because I hadn't bleached my hair from unbleached, completely untouched hair in so many years. All the bleach I had been doing was on top of more bleach and dye that was there previously. This was like the first clean, fresh bleach in a many, many, many years. I didn't realize how light I could go in one, like, 3-hour sitting. Anyway, we can move on from hair. Yeah, my hair is too dark for purple shampoo to do anything to. It's nearly black. Have you ever been skydiving? No, but I would do it if somebody made the arrangements for me and a group of friends to go do it. I would do it. Yes. Haven't, though. Would do, have not. I'm gonna have to do 2 shampoos though, because I'm gonna do the purple shampoo, but I'm gonna want to do a regular shampoo on my dark hair, because I use a special shampoo that makes my hair nice and thick, and it really works. I'm so impressed with this shampoo. I can't believe it. Also, someone told me to do horse shampoo. I don't know what that's about, but apparently that works. I don't really know. But anyway, we can move on from hair. We've been talking about hair for a while. We always end up talking about hair and food here a lot of the times. We play games here usually, except today because I'm at a little away stream setup. I'm away from home for a little bit, and I'm not equipped for gaming today. I will be soon though. Hair shampoo made me go bald. Okay, maybe don't then, actually. Somebody told me it'll make your hair grow really fast, but actually maybe that's a bad idea. Is that true, or are you pulling my leg? I don't know about that. I don't know if I believe you. I don't know. Just kidding, genetics made me bald. Phew! Sorry. Sorry for the relief in my voice that it's your genetics and not the shampoo. Maybe I should try the horse shampoo. If it'll grow my hair faster? Will that really work? Dude, this music is such a vibe. Skin routine. I don't have one to share because I don't have one that works. I have skin problems. I'm still working out, so I don't have one to offer, except that I use Curology. And me and a dermatologist are working through my skin problems to hopefully find a solution. Remember not to spam the chat with the same thing over and over again. It will result in a timeout eventually. I don't think I'd look good bald. I don't think I got one of them heads that are meant for it. I don't know. I'm gonna buy a purple shampoo. When I get back to LA, I'm gonna buy a purple shampoo. If I'm gonna be going blonde eventually, I might as well buy it. Because I didn't want to buy it and then never use it after when this grows out. But I am planning to go more blonde afterwards. So might as well buy it and then hold on to it. Oh boy. I'm scared that if I go bald, my head will be ugly shape or something. I also get asked if I do like a... We're still talking about hair. I get asked if I do like a pixie cut. That's too short for me. The shortest I've done was like to the bottom of my ear, and I'll probably never do shorter than that. I just don't... I'm not into it for me, for my face and all that. No more hair. We'll move on from hair. We always end up talking about it. Should I watch Euphoria? Yes. I haven't gotten to watch the new episode because they don't have HBO Max here. I didn't know that. Wouldn't have come in the middle of the new episodes of Euphoria if I knew that. How am I supposed to watch it now? That's ridiculous. I can watch it on the computer with a VPN, I guess, but what? So I haven't gotten to watch the last episode. No spoilers, but you should definitely watch it. It's so good. Also, though, be warned, it is not for children. Check the warning, the age rating. There's so much penis and so much drugs and boobs. Just a fair warning if you are young. It is not meant for kids, but it is such a good show. Oh man, what? That's messed up. They don't have HBO Max. Why? NordVPN sponsorship coming. I would hope. I would take it. I would take a VPN sponsorship. Please. Oh man. Should we set the P word? Listen, we're not in the family friendly tag today. We can say whatever we want. Within reason, and the chat has limitations. How do they watch Adventure Time? Is that on HBO Max? Oh, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait till I go home to catch up on Euphoria. Or watch it on the computer, but it's not comfy to sit in here and watch it. I'm not comfy in here. Where do you watch Euphoria then? I don't know. Is it that you don't have HBO Max at all? Or I don't know how Scott's been watching it. Scott's been watching it. I gotta go to his house and watch it. I don't know how he's been doing it. I think it's on Now TV in the UK. Oh, a development. A development? It might be possible. Are you an ally or a member? I am a member of the LGBTQ community. Here's a video all about it. I recommend people watch it rather than tell people what my sexuality is, because I think you always will learn something by watching, because I just go by rule of thumb, you probably have it wrong. So I always forward people to that video. I'm gay but don't sexually like guys. If this is a very genuine, serious question, you might be homo-romantic, but have a different sexual attraction, but you might be romantically attracted to men? I'm assuming you're a guy, because you said gay, but like, I don't know, but hey, we can help you here. Drawing a Fantasy, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Favorite character in Euphoria? I liked everyone, but I would like to see more of, and keep in mind I have not watched the newest episode, and please do not spoil anything for me at all. Don't even give me a little like tease. Don't do anything. I want nothing. I will ban you. I really want more of Rue's sister, Gia. I love her. I want more Lexi. Love her. I love Fez. I obviously love Rue and Jules so much. But I specifically want more of Rue's sister and more Lexi. They're neat. I like them. And I like Fez. I want like a little bit of the backstory of Lexi. I think we don't get that. Did we do that in the first season or not? You know what? I don't remember. Don't tell me. It's fine. Because I always go like a flashback to each person's childhood, and I can't remember if they did for Lexi yet or not. But I swear to God, don't tell me anything about this show. Man. It's so good. It's such a good show. Oh, Shubble not playing today. If you ruin the show for me, I will ban you. Spoilers not allowed. It's just such a good show. But make sure you are of appropriate age to view it, or view at your own risk. Were you ever into Harry Potter? I liked the movies. I don't care to continue being into Harry Potter anymore at this point for reasons. But I liked the movies. Never was into the books ever in the first place. Ooh. Ooh, that was good. Ooh, that was good. Has the weather been terrible? It's not been bad. It's cold, obviously. It's the winter, but I got a nice winter coat. I got a hat. I got fleece lined tights. And I've been staying inside for the most part anyway. But it's actually been not bad. It's not any worse than an East Coast winter. Not that I like remember. My body probably doesn't remember what it feels like to go through an East Coast winter anymore, because I've lived in California for 5 years. But I think that I know I think I remember what it was like to experience colder winter. It's not been bad. It's just not been bad. Is it mature audience? For sure. For absolutely sure. Very mature. Check the rating. I don't want to be wrong. Check it. Check it before you watch it. I'm not recommending it to anyone who's not the appropriate age to watch. I will not be responsible. I can't. I just don't know. Tim neck cracks be clean. I'm a good neck cracker. Good at cracking necks. Are you sure you're ready for East Coast winter? Yeah, I'm supposed to go to the East Coast for just a little bit. But I think I'll be okay. I have my coat. Actually, I'm not going to have my coat for that. I'll get another coat. I'm keeping the coat I have here. Wait, your own neck or someone else's? Don't test me. This is why I don't spoil in this chat. You watch yourself. New Jersey for family or somewhere else? My family doesn't live in New Jersey anymore. But no, not for family. I don't know the plan exactly. I just know I'm going East Coast. I'm not trying to specify anywhere where I'm going just yet. I also don't want anyone to expect me places just in case it ends up changing. But I know I'm going to the East Coast at some point next month, and France some point month after that. It'll be cold, but it'll be all right. It'll be fine, just for a few days. Come to New York. Maybe I'll come to New York. Is somewhere in the UK you would like to visit? Not that I already haven't been to. I want to go back into London again to see more of it, because there's still more to be seen in London. And more of my friends to be seen that I haven't seen yet still. Man, my eyes just gonna bother me forever. Oh man. $4,000 a second. Do you like Brighton? I do. I love that it's by the sea. It's really, really pretty. I love all the little houses and your little roads. It's so cute. Weather's weird on the East Coast. Literally one day it's 70 and the next it's snowing. It's been pretty weird in LA because it's been really, really cold some days and then like sweltering hot the next. But global warming's not real though. What's the difference between homo-romantic and gay? So gay, we're gonna reword this to the difference between being homo-romantic and homosexual. One is a romantic orientation and one is a sexual orientation. One is your preference in who you find sexually attractive, and the other is your preference in who you find romantically attractive. Those do not need to be the same. You don't need to be homosexual and homo-romantic. You don't need to be asexual and aromantic. They're two different orientations about two different forms of attraction that are separate spectrums, separate things. So if you are asexual, experience none, too little, or some varying degree of sexual attraction, you might have a different sexual attraction to your romantic attraction. Or you might be demisexual and then your romantic attraction is different. You can be homo-romantic but be bisexual. It could vary, it depends on the person. I think all combinations are possible, probably. All of it's a spectrum, and all of it can change, too. I'm a straight guy, but I'm not attracted to every girl I see. That's normal. You could, if you felt like it and wanted to put a word to more of your experience and you feel like it's more than just a normal amount, you find some people attractive. I think that's normal, whatever normal. You could also delve into learning about what it means to be gray asexual, which means you experience asexualness, no sexual attraction, but some sexual attraction to a degree. It's all kind of, there's a lot of gray area, there's a lot of fluidity, there's a lot of area to slide around on in the spectrum, but that's pretty You know, no one's attracted to every person ever, not even someone who would classify themselves as just regular straight. But like if you wanted to explore it more, there's so much out there to explore. Because gray asexuality is basically that you experience sexual attraction to some people sometimes, but a little bit in a different sense than just being a regular, you know, regular heterosexual person, who doesn't find every person sexually attractive, or every girl, if you're a guy. That's just not, no one finds everyone attractive sexually or romantically. And attraction is subjective. When it comes to physical attraction, who you look at and find physically attractive, that's all going to be subjective. Don't let people clown you for that. Just MK Ada, thank you for subscribing, appreciate it. Also, Drawing a Fantasy, I think I missed your sub before. Thank you so much for subscribing for 5 months. Thanks so much for being here. And Batty Fish, I don't know if I got that one before, I don't remember. Thank you for your Prime. And Kendall bringing in for a hug. And then if you just don't care to explore anything further from your own understanding of whatever your sexual and romantic attractions are, and you don't want to put words to it, you don't have to, because it doesn't honestly matter to anybody else. It's supposed to be for you. And what you find attractive or whatever is only ever going to need to be a conversation potentially with your partner and not a single other person if you don't want to. Ain't nobody's business if you don't want it to be. Nismo, thank you for gifting a sub. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Would asexuals have a boy or girlfriend? Sure. Not finding people sexually attractive, not to mention that it's on a spectrum, so it doesn't mean never, doesn't mean that you don't have romantic attraction. Asexuality doesn't mean you don't date people, because it has nothing to do with romantic attraction. I date. I find people romantically attractive. I am on the spectrum of asexuality. I don't feel the need to pinpoint it any further than that or delve into it more, but being ace doesn't mean you don't have romantic attraction and want to date and want to love and want to get married and want to do all the do's that you do sometimes in relationships if you want. You know what I mean? You could do whatever you want. I'm hitting the wall now. Where have I rolled so far back? Yeah. But there's always a time in streams where we haven't had one of these kinds of conversations where we just openly have a little chat about sexuality and stuff, which I love to do. I don't want to do it too much. I don't want to overdo it, you know what I mean? But it's always safe here to do it. Everybody's got a place here. She's gonna drown. My watermelon's too big, I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna drown in it. That's why I want to do another video answering what you might be too afraid to ask other people about asexuality. I'm gonna answer them all. I'm gonna tell you straight up if it's one you shouldn't ask other aces. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna answer things very broadly about how different aces might apply to your question. I'm not gonna answer anything too personal that I don't feel like answering. But I'm really excited to do more Q&A about that in a YouTube video, because there's always more to be learned about it. It's kind of very still not understood pretty generally. I gotta pin that thread on my second Twitter because that's probably the best place to go for information after that video that I made. The one that I already made. Is it okay to call myself aromantic if I think I'm on the aro spectrum somewhere, but I don't actually know how much romantic attraction I experience? I think so. I'm not aromantic, but I kind of do the same thing with asexuality, where I just refer to myself as ace, but I don't mean that in the sense that I'm 100% on the far end of the ace spectrum. I just mean I'm ace. I'm in the spectrum somewhere. Maybe more accurately, I should say gray or demi or something, but I just don't personally think that I want any more label to it or any more specification on it. I think that's okay. I think maybe some people might be confused sometimes, but they're always going to be confused when your sexuality is anything other than straight. So it's just a matter of being open to learning and understanding. Saying that you're ace doesn't mean anything specifically at all, other than you're on the spectrum of being ace, at least. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty for big water. As an arrow, yep, that's fine. Yeah, that's what I do. I just say that I'm ace, but I don't mean it. I don't specifically know where in the spectrum. I just know I'm on it. And I think that that's okay. Because it's for you. It's not for anyone else. As long as you're using the words appropriately, all of it's about your comfort in it. I wasn't aware there was a spectrum. See, some people might find it confusing, but there's always going to be confusion around sexuality because there's not very good education on it sometimes, and there's so much to be learned. And so little time. And that's why we will treat people who don't have the information and knowledge and might say something not the most informed. We're going to treat them with kindness and point them in the correct direction to inform and educate themselves. But all sexuality is on a spectrum. All sexual attraction, all romantic attraction, all everything, all exists on a spectrum that you can slide up and down on, even. You don't even have to stay in the same place on that spectrum for your whole life. Whether it be that you're learning more about yourself and you find a better place that fits you more, or you actually are just sliding around as you age. Who knows? This is a very supportive and open place to be safe. We don't do this every stream, because it isn't necessarily, my streams aren't about talking about this stuff all of the time, because I also want it to just be a place to chill and not have to think so hard about things that maybe can be hard to learn about. And you can choose when you want to put in the time and work and energy, which you should. But if you didn't want to right now, I'm so sorry about it. What is sexual attraction? It is who you may or may not find. That one's a hard one to define because it's also, this is where things get confusing for aces and having to explain it to people who don't know what that is that sexual attraction is different from sexual desire and sex drive and sexual interest in sex. All are different things. Sexual attraction, where did I define it as on Twitter? I'd rather just link the tweet than try to read, because I don't remember how I used to say it. But how many liters is that? I don't know why I got super distracted by that question. Is it going to be in liters because I'm in the UK? 2 L. 2 liters. I'm going to link my video again because I think I do talk roughly about what sexual attraction even means as a baseline in that video. That's a good place to start for understanding the difference between sexual attraction and desire and interest. Those are different things, different spectrums, and different varying degrees of what you might want to do or not do. All it depends on the individual. Yeah. Anyway, 2 liters. That's a lot. Oh, is that so much water? It's a 2-liter water. It's like a full soda bottle. I was thirsty. What do I do about it? I was thirsty. I got a 2-liter water bottle for my thirst. Because then there's also, you got your sexual attraction, you got your physical attraction, you got your romantic attraction. Forgive me if there's more, because I think there are. I think there's aesthetic attraction. That one, I think, is the same-ish to physical attraction, whether maybe you prefer to use one or the other, or you have a distinction between using one or the other. I don't know 100% on that, but anyway. I think that's how much water you're supposed to drink every day. So if I finish this, is that really how much? I thought it was more. Is that really it? Should I just chug this right now? I'm not going to get sick. I'm not going to chug it, but I'm going to try and finish it before I end the stream, which I'm thinking in about like 30-40 minutes. Going about to the 2.5-hour mark, I think, today. Maybe 3. Who knows? Feeling crazy today. I'm making up for yesterday because I didn't drink water yesterday at all on stream. I think a good message is you don't always have to put a label. Yeah, labels are supposed to make you feel more comfortable. If they make you feel worse to try and figure that out, maybe labels aren't for you. They are not a requirement. They aren't required because they're supposed to make you comfortable, and if someone else demands one from you, tell them tough. Tell them tough. Aesthetic attraction is admiring someone's beauty. It's basically thinking someone's pretty or beautiful but not wanting to date them or anything else. I think that's roughly what physical attraction is. To find someone physically pleasing to look at, physically an attractive person. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to find them sexually attraction. Oh, I just knocked the microphone. Or sexually attractive. or anything more than that necessarily. It's just a physical looking thing. Sounds roughly the same, but maybe you prefer to have like a more distinct difference between the two for yourself, to use one rather than the other. Anyway, what time is it for me? 11:11. Make a wish. It's 11:11. That's still gonna throw me off about streaming here, is I have to do it way late at night to be normal time. Are you permanently living in the UK now? No, I am just here visiting. I've only been here twice. I haven't moved. I only just moved into a new apartment in LA. At night or in the morning? At night. It is nighttime. That's a good point that Goku made. It's weird how you can sometimes find someone physically attractive, but then you get to know them and you feel completely different after. That's why physical attraction isn't the same as sexual attraction, because other factors can be needed for sexual attraction to occur, or romantic attraction as well. People can be physically attractive, but sometimes maybe there'd be nothing else there for you. Not all people are all going to be good for you in that kind of way. And some people are going to be the very opposite. This is such a vibe. This is such a good playlist. If you could move anywhere in the world. I kind of want to continue to live in LA. I'm actually not wanting to live anywhere else right now. Got a nice new place for the next year. Kind of want to live there for 2 years at least. I don't want to be the person who's moved every single year since she lived in LA, which I'm not actually. I did live in one place for 2 years. And then I moved every single year. I moved twice in 1 year and lived in the same place for 2 years. So I'm almost having moved. I'm on an average of moving once per year, but I'd like to stay in this place for more than a year because I really like my new apartment. I really, really like it. Projected monkey, bring it in for a hug. What's your favorite bird? Somebody actually asked me this recently, and I did have an answer. I like a lot of birds, though, because I like sparrows. I actually like pigeons a lot. I think my favorite's a goldfinch. I think they're an American bird, an American goldfinch. Is your hair black on top, blonde underneath? It's actually dark brown. It's very hard to tell that. It's my natural hair, which is dark brown, and yes, it's blonde underneath. All the way back. All the way to the behind of my hair. I like that I get a little idea of what it'll look like if I had short blonde hair. And I will eventually, because I'm going to grow it out, be blonde, and then I'm going to cut it off eventually. It's exciting. Now my hair's all messed up. This is a philosophical argument, but the more I learn about asexuality, the more I think it's an intuitive and sophisticated way to form relationships. It is absolutely something that I don't feel like I chose to live the way that or feel the way that I do in identifying on the ace spectrum, but boy does it make dating, I think, a better experience, because the relationships that I look for, I need a lot more in. It's kind of, I agree with your argument. I see where you're going with it. It's more sophisticated. There's more factors in choosing a person, and it takes a little bit more work and effort and kind of an open conversation about comfortability quite early on, and I think that's a great place to start. I think everybody should have a very comfortable conversation about what they're comfortable and not comfortable with at the beginning of any relationship. But aces kind of always have to, so it kind of sets things up for either a really big success, or you learn really, really quickly who's not for you, who's not meant for you. Communication is very important and kind of is a requirement for aces, but should already be a requirement in every other relationship. So I see why you'd say it's more of a sophisticated way to date, because that's how people should be dating. Good communication, openness, understanding. You need to take a deep breath button. I need to do channel points for just breathe, Shelby, breathe. Dude. Every relationship should start there, but you know what? Dating's a lot of trial and error. People date all over the place trying to learn different things about the person that they're dating and things about themselves. Dating's a wild ride. And it's putting your heart on the line every time that you do it and try to find that one person you're looking for. Call me a romantic. I wouldn't have ever said I believe in soulmates, but if I describe how of a romantic view I have, you'd be like, Shelby, that's a soulmate. I think there's one person out there for me. I think I've been looking for this guy. And I really believe when I find him, it's going to be like, finally, you made me wait so long. I feel like I'm looking for a person. I think we all got a person that we'd be looking for sometimes. And that's a hard thing. It's going to take some time. It's going to take a lot of trial and error. It's going to take a lot of heartache and a lot of heart hurting. But that's okay. That's what it's all about. And you learn a lot. Hello, dudes. Hello, everybody. Shelby, remember to exist every once in a while. Gotta remember to breathe. Did you dye your hair darker or does the lighting make it? It's the lighting. It's the lighting making it look actually just straight up black. It really does look black, doesn't it? I swear my hair is dark brown. As much as kids in school would tell me my hair is black, and I'd be like, no, it's not. It's not black. Oh, man. Asexuality is difficult. Can be difficult for others to understand. I think to be ace, yeah, it's also difficult. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You got something there. Doesn't have to be. I'm hoping that everything gets a little bit easier. Even the more that I talk about it, I hope it gets easier for every ace, a little bit at least. Just wish more people would just be open and kinder to each other. Listen to each other. Have some understanding. You don't have to fully know and be educated on something to just be like, you know what? I don't understand, but I respect you and appreciate you and will treat you with kindness anyway. Should be that easy. I don't know. Some people find it hard. Some people find that difficult. Don't know why. Should probably visit a therapist if you find treating people with kindness difficult. Just saying. I don't know. From a Filipino singer, people enter into dating to see if the person is the person they want to spend the rest of their life with. And that's a big ask of any individual person. That's a big thing to be looking for out of the billions of people there are. It's a hard mission, and I'm on it. And it sucks. But I'm still on it. Is that a shot at someone's? No, I don't take shots at specific people. We don't do that here. We don't subtweet. We don't speak pettily about anybody or negatively about anybody, whether there are people that I know and like or don't like. We don't do that here. Do you like my giant water bottle? No passive aggression, no tea, no drama. Will not ever speak negatively about any people ever here. We don't do that here. We good vibes only. It brings me so much happiness that I know that I can feel so confident in myself that that has always been the case. Never have done a subtweet or a passive aggression, like a stab at some. I don't do that. Anytime I'll speak about anybody from my past, whether there's someone who's in my life or not now, regardless of what the reason was or is, I will only speak kindly about them. If something negative happened, that ain't nobody's business. And I only have kind things to say about the people from my past because it's gotten me to who I am now. Except for you, first boyfriend. I think only negative things. You don't know who that is. I've told stories about my first relationship was very, very bad. No one knows who it is. So don't even start. But even them learned me lots of lessons that got me here. So I try to always remember even things that I would want to feel regret for because it was a bad time in my life. I learned a lot. It got me here. Do I wish it didn't happen? Sure, but I can't change it, so I'm going to be grateful for the things that I did learn. Wish we didn't have to learn things in such hard ways, though. But we do sometimes, because we don't have control over how other people are going to treat us sometimes, but we're going to be putting ourselves out there anyway. That's a scary thing to do. That's the only tea you getting. Someone said tea! That's it. That one was a hard lesson. There have been hard lessons in my life. I definitely didn't live a very easy life. Learning how to navigate through it, being the way that I am. I am really trying to finish this whole thing before I end the stream. Because that's my whole day of water. You remind me of a therapist. We were talking about this earlier, that if I wasn't doing this, that would be the thing I was doing. Or would want to do next, if I had a next after this. Man, people are just so hard on each other. And so... Why? For what? For what reason? Uh-oh. We're on our third play of this playlist, but it says Twitch safe, so I'm not letting it carry into another playlist that I don't know if it's Twitch safe or not. But it's Animal Crossing Lo-Fi, and that's awesome. Either Shelby pees before the end of the stream, or she finishes the bottle of water. You know what I'm surprised by is that I haven't had a pee break yet. Because I do that a lot during streams. I think it's because this is the first water I've had today, so it hasn't gotten that far yet. I'm gonna pee a lot after stream. What's in that water? Getting very in the feels and therapy. I kind of wanted to have a little... It's the music, really, that's giving me the comfy, like, just wanting to have a, like, good deep chat, but not too deep and too, like... I don't know, off-putting? I don't know. We've been having such a good time today. This has been a very good chatting stream. I'm really hoping tomorrow we get to do Minecraft. I'm really, really hoping we get the microphone arm so we can do some Minecraft vibing out tomorrow. With also lo-fi, because we're going to build on empires, so it's not going to be used in the video I make about empires for the next episode. It's going to be a purely behind-the-scenes stream, which means we can vibe out to music the whole time, too. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. I'm hoping tomorrow. If not, I either might not see you tomorrow, because I might skip doing another chatting stream for editing. I might do an edit tomorrow instead if I don't have the boom arm yet. And then the next day will be Minecraft, hopefully. Hopefully. I hope this is a comfortable place for everybody. That's all I want it to be, because I want it to be a comfortable place for me. That's what made me start making any kind of a space on the internet to do anything at all when it comes to content creation. I wanted a space to feel comfortable. I didn't have that. I was a little weirdo who played weird video games and was weird. Goku, bring it in for a hug. And there wasn't a space for me that I felt comfortable, so I made one. And I'm keeping it that way. And that's why boundaries are important. Because I'm making sure this space stays comfy for me just as much as it does for you. And that's why streamers have boundaries. I want to just redeem a hug and you ended the stream. Sometimes I miss them, and I do always read them later. We have a queue of them that if I didn't get to it the same stream that it was redeemed, I read it the next time and you might have missed it. It does happen sometimes. Oh boy. Do you have a list of boundaries? Somebody made a Twitter list of like pretty roughly, it's pretty generic, like should be a basic list of boundaries for every streamer unless they've specifically said otherwise. It's, I think should be rule of thumb for any stream you enter. I don't talk about people. I'm not going to answer questions about if I'm not friends with people anymore, what we were talking about before. I'm not going to talk negatively about any people that you're asking me about. I'm not going to let you in on any tear drama that might have ever happened in my life. We don't do that here. So questions asking about people that have ever been in my life and whether we're friends or what happened, we don't do those. I don't do ones about relationships, way too invasive for me, or about too deep into my sexuality. I've talked about it on my YouTube video, but we do like talking about sexuality generally. I think that's very fun and educational and makes people very comfortable to be here and be themselves. Shoot, there's a list of them on Twitter, which is honestly more of like an extended version, but that's like really it. Maybe I'm forgetting some, but I'm not asking for more than what should be like most common sense of not, like don't put when other people are live or have gone live since I've been live, because it's a little rude in Twitch etiquette to tell my chat to go check out the other streamer that just went live or something like that. It's like pretty basic boundaries, I think, that most would probably have. Most would be out of their comfort zone to be asked too invasive of questions that are about personal things that they just don't want to talk about here. It's not appropriate to talk about here. But that common sense doesn't exist for everybody, so that's just why we write it down. People always are going to ask the questions that I would think shouldn't be asked, and common sense would tell you maybe you shouldn't ask that question. That's the burden I bear, and that's okay. I'm okay with it. Yeah, other ones that are like pretty just generic Twitch ones that just should apply to everyone on Twitch in every stream ever. If there's been a death of a public figure, don't come like posting it in the chat of random streamers who were live when the announcement went and obviously don't know about it yet. That's like one that happens very unfortunately frequently every time there is a like celebrity death or something that's happened. Dumping trauma of your own personal life that might trigger people in the chat, and also I am not qualified to help you. Those kinds of things are just kind of more broader Twitch, probably not appropriate for any chat without having to put it in a list of boundaries, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's pretty much it. You building the Lego? I gotta go home and build my bonsai tree Lego. I have a bonsai tree Lego that has little like pink leaves. It has two ways you can build it, one with pink leaves and one with green. I need to go home and build them. I'm so excited. You should do an interview with Anthony Padilla. I've done one. I'm in one already about asexuality. I look so different in that video. I also don't think the lighting did my my face very many kindnesses, and I think I didn't do my makeup quite the best of. I'm so self-conscious about how I look in that video. You know what I don't like about that video? I don't care about how I look in it. I am in an Anthony Padilla interview though about asexuality. The one thing that I am not the most thrilled of is the thumbnail has me in it. I am the thumbnail of the video, but it has a quote that isn't mine. But just watch the video. It's a good interview about. He interviewed me and two other people who identify as asexual or on the asexual spectrum. And it was cool. And I still have my best interviewee shirt back home. That's why I clicked on it, because of your face. It just has a quote on the thumbnail that wasn't my quote. But if you watch the video, that wouldn't ever be a problem. But that's a PSA to the people who read headlines and don't read the article. Kind of vibe. It's like kissing a wall, not Shubble. Oh man. All right, dudes. We did it. I think here's where I'm gonna wrap up. This was another, I like doing 2 hours is such a good amount of time for vibing before I start to get a little bit tired. If I'm not doing anything other than reading the chat and whatnot. But I had such a good time chatting today, dude. I did not finish the water. It's so close though. I mean, this is a big bottle. I'm gonna finish it by the end of today. I think that it's, here, let me do a big chug and then we're gonna end the stream. This might be my new favorite place because of other asexuals. I'm literally collecting them all, so feel free to stay. Okay, I thought I did more damage to it. Can you, where the heck is the line? It looked like I did more damage to it, but it's actually just such a big bottle of water. It barely made a dent. I gotta go. We're collecting every asexual here, so anyone who identifies, feel free to stay. I'm on the spectrum of it. I'm gonna link one more time the video about it because some new people just joined, just to send a little thing to learn more about it. If you've never looked into it, you might have heard about it in passing, and it's probably wrong. It's probably incorrect. Oh no, now I have hiccups. Like infinity stones. I'm gonna snap my fingers and I don't know what I'm gonna do with that kind of power actually. Let me go read the hugs that I didn't get because I miss them sometimes. And then I'm gonna send you guys all off to spread the vibes, the total cool and awesome vibes that we've been having today, which this has been like such a fun, really, really just chatty down to earth, really good vibes kind of a stream. All right, where are we going? getting them hugs. We getting the hugs up in here. Where'd you get the clothes? This sweater's from H&M, but can you see how pilly? Look at these little dots. It's gotten from one wash so pilly. I hate that. If I got the Infinity Stones, I'd snap my fingers and make pilling on clothes not a thing. That's how much I hate pilling on sweaters. Anyway, the hugs I missed. Yumi Berry? Got that. Ale. Maud. I think I got that. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Got these. Anxious Bubbles. Think I got yours. We're gonna do a nice group hug with you guys. Rosita. Kendall. Projected Monkey. Yeah, I definitely got those. That's fine. And Goku, you were the last one, and I did already, but that's fine. I had not missed too many of them. Bring it for a big group hug. Thanks for hanging out, dudes. Appreciate you guys hanging for the stream. You know what I just realized also from... Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter, actually. The two monitors on this setup have two different tones, so I don't know which is like the more accurate looking color of the stream. I think it's the one that I set the color correction on, and I'm hoping it is. Because then I opened up my stream on the other monitor. I was like, why are the colors so weird? Cool. I'm going to send you guys off. No suggestions for raids. I'm going to go ahead and take care of that myself. Thank you guys all for hanging. I had such an absolute swell time today. I'm going to have you guys raid Ari Bunny. She's playing Gartic Phone, which I would love to get a group to play that again. Because I think that game is so much fun. She is so sweet. If we're going to keep up just... absolute immaculate comfy vibes, this is where you're gonna want to go next. Be the absolute nicest people in her chat. If you don't know the rules, ask her mods so you don't break them by accident. And go in there, bring in your good vibes. And thank you for your good vibes here today. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow or not. I'll either be live tomorrow with Minecraft, or I won't be live because I'll do a video edit instead with the time I would have spent streaming. Waiting for me to get the boom arm so that I can be set up for Minecraft playing the next time we stream. Let me not close the Lo-Fi Animal Crossing because I'm going to keep that for the next time. Go join the raid and spread the good vibes. Thank you guys. Shh. Ad. And I'll see you guys all soon. Goodbye, everybody. Hey, what are you still doing here? What are you doing?